I'm older than I used to be, younger than I'm gonna be. Fewer things puzzle me than when I was young. But when my pace is falling slack, I catch myself thinking back. A certain night, a certain summer, long gone long. August, she was swinging low town of about 1,000 so out of school, ready to get out of here. Off to farm, off to state, each going our separate ways. Graduation message still sweet in our ears. Whoa, come singing now, clocks are slow and hearts beat on and long, gone long. Got into a car that night, drove out past the signal light, past the city limits. I guess it wasn't that far. Stopped out on a rural route, Gooch got out his 22, shooting at a freight train that was hauling new cars. Drinking underneath the stars, watching, counting meteors. Robert said, you know, those fell 100 years ago. The light is just now reaching Earth. I said, man, for what it's worth, I think you were wrong, and you really don't know. Come singing now, man, these clocks are slow, and hearts beat on and long, gone long. There's something going on, I tell you, nothing's going on. Nothing's going on, going on, going on. There's something going on, I tell you, nothing's going on. Nothing's going on, going on. Goodbye to the home team, goodbye to the rinky drinks, goodbye to a girl down my street heading home. She stepped up from behind a tree, tears running down her cheeks. Goodbye to more than either of us could have known. La 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 oh la 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 Well, I know what you're saying. What kind of asshole charges you to go to his birthday party? I'll tell you what kind of guy. A very, very lucky guy. I thank you all so much for coming, and I thank you for all the birthday wishes that were sent to me this week. It was kind of overwhelming, to tell you the truth, when the numbers came in. And also, what kind of guy helps hang up his own birthday decorations? This guy. And then I realized it's actually a birthday card. Thank you all for signing it. And anybody who didn't sign it, just come on up here and get on up on the ladder and sign it. Okay? But I really do I've always liked birthdays. It's kind of those mile markers where you check yourself. You check where you are, where you've been, and what you have to be grateful for. And I have so much to be grateful for. Days go by, count them on my toes, and fingers linger on what I thought life would be. All the falls, glories, and the near disasters, chasing after my own vanity. Lucky me, lucky me, lucky me. Sort my thoughts into tiny little bundles, stumble over my own fallacies. Lucky me, yeah, lucky me, lucky me. Cut me some slack, lucky so and so, still standing, landing on my feet so awkwardly. Lucky me, lucky me, lucky me. Never would have known if you hadn't shown me the road to what it's all about. Never would have been more than half a man planning to take the easy way out. God is chance, holy chaos, sacred blunder, thunder, lightning striking randomly. Lucky me, lucky me, lucky me. We are born, chaos and misfortune falling on our shoulders undeservedly. Lucky me, lucky me, lucky me. Can we ever know, will we ever show what we have learned from all our mistakes? Come to realize truth and lies are tangled up in the beautiful mess that we make. Oh, close enough, cutting it too close for comfort. Show me grace and throw me honesty. Lucky me, lucky me, lucky me, yeah. Lucky me, lucky me, lucky me, lucky me. So if I could go back in time and tell 22-year-old Bobby, that might be him right there. No, that's a little younger. If I could tell 22-year-old Bobby that you're going to be playing music for your friends and your family when you're 72, I'm not sure what 22-year-old Bobby would have thought. I hope he would have thought, good. But you never know with 22-year-olds, you know. What if I'd walked down those stairs? And what if you hadn't been working there? Life can turn on a dime. Do your best not to blink, lest you miss your exit sign. But that's not what occurred. You were there, and I was angry enough to just not care. If you finally said no to my face, at least then I'd know why my life was such a waste. Life can turn like a gem, catching the light, cutting the night, come blinding. Here it came, everything changed. No one noticed a thing, but for you and me, our whole world tilted immeasurably. Did you know? Could you see how much work this was gonna be? I hear the rumbling beneath the floor. Sometimes love sings, but more often it roars. Life can turn on a spool. Let go of the rope, forget about your list of rules. Life can turn on a dime. Do your best not to blink, lest you miss your exit sign. Glad I didn't miss mine. Yeah. Take that, 22-year-old Bobby. Glad you danced. This is a dance party tonight, and some songs are danceable and some aren't. On this foggy pane, I finger paint my name. Breathe a dying breath and watch it fade away. Love is all that ever lasts. When my time is past, I will face it without fear. Proof that we were here. I built it to the sky, bathed it all in golden light, drowned it in sound, watched it all come tumbling down. Love is all that ever stands. Everything's built on shifting sand. Slide into the past. We will face it without fear. Prove that we were here. You can walk 100 miles. You can shake 1,000 hands. You can touch 1,000,000 lives and leave no fingerprints. Love is all there'll ever be. Everyone else is leaving. You are here with me. We will face it without fear. Proof that we were here. And thank you all for the flowers and the candles. I feel like the Virgin Mary in a shrine here. So, before the pandemic, I started doing house concerts, like 15, 16 years ago, actually, I think, 10 years ago sometime. I started doing house concerts, and as the business started rolling along, I was going coast to coast. I was going down to Arizona. I was going up to Minnesota. And, I would arrive at people's house in the afternoon. I would hang around, have dinner with them, play a show for them and their friends and family, either in their living room or, out on the deck or somewhere. Then hang around and talk a while, and then I would go to bed in one of their bedrooms. And it was really one of the coolest chapters of my life. I don't do it much anymore because I don't travel anymore. But I played a lot of Rainmaker songs at those things because lots of those people were, they grew up with the Rainmakers. That's what they wanted to hear. So I would always tell people in advance when they hired me, I said, well, make out a list of the songs you want to hear. And, some people say, what, do you take requests? And I'm like, well, yeah. I want to know what songs meant something to you. So, send me your requests. And then I would always have this joke ready. I would get to people's house and I would say, well, it's great to be here, and your hosts have, they've sent me a list of demands. That joke worked every time. I got the list of demands. They want these songs, $3,000 in cash, and a helicopter. So there's somebody here tonight that I have done house concerts for. And they gave me a list of demands. So the rest of the night, pretty much the next 24 songs or something. I usually do about 30 songs a night. The next 20 or so songs are going to be the list of demands from that person who never gets to come and hear me play very often. And the first demand, the first song on the list of demands, let me think how this starts. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3! Take a trip with me in 1967 with Prism White and Chappie on a rocket ride to heaven. A dead-end date aboard a S-204 was American made, only the best for our boys, and we were rocking at the T-dance. Rocking at the T-dance. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I had another date with a homecoming queen. I took her to the prom in Apollo 13. We all but the moon, we couldn't get home. Little Greenie's mom was Well, can I get this fixed today? But I need it so bad. Triple times what I'll pay. But I need it so bad. I need you so bad. Take a trip with me to Kansas City Mall, to the Hyatt House, to the big dance floor. You still see the ghost, but you can't see the sense. While they let the monkey go and playing the monkey region, we were rocking at the tea dance, rocking at the tea dance. Oh, 1, 2, 3. There was a man named Jim who walked everywhere he went, 'cause he could never quite seem to keep his mind on the road. One day it occurred to Jim that he'd taken a wrong turn, 'cause he was standing in a place he didn't know. Jim spun on his heels, thinking he'd backtrack for a while. But before he knew it, the sun was sinking. The landscape in the dark, well, it could have been New Zealand or New York or New Mexico. So what else is new, Jim was thinking. But see, for a while now, Jim felt like things were changing for him. Like the skin of the earth might be stretching, or the continents were adrift. Jim didn't know if it was so, or if it was just him, although he suspected it was a bit of both he was dealing with. And I feel like I'm tripping. I feel my steps slipping today. I feel the winds of time whipping my coat around my legs. And I feel about 1,000,000 miles away. Dawn broke. Jim awoke. He'd been sleeping on his feet. It was morning now, but a densely foggy day. Jim decided he'd just sit, wait for this fog to lift. But when it didn't, he started up again anyway. Man, this is like the blind leading the blind, Jim thought. Right about that time, down the road there came this seeing-eyed dog. It was well fed, it had a collar, but no matter how loud Jim hollered, there wasn't any answer. So he walked on through the fog. All right, I'm lost, Jim said aloud, although a bit begrudgingly, like things might change in light of this confession. He was both amazed and sour that at this late maiden hour he might find himself in this situation. And I feel like I'm tripping. I feel my steps slipping today. I feel the winds of time whipping my coat around my legs. And I feel about 1,000,000 miles away. 1,000,000 miles, 1,000,000 miles. I feel After walking through the haze for another night and another day, Jim seemed to simply cease to exist. All his panic, hope, and thoughts broke up into small dots as he gave himself away into the mist. Back in the town where Jim lived, sad to say he was never missed. His name was never even spoken again. It's awful but true. At my window at night, I think I see Jim standing in the half-light saying, hurry up, suffering's got a job to do. And I feel like I'm tripping. I feel my steps, they're slipping today. I feel the winds of time whipping my coat around my legs. And I feel about a million miles away. A million miles. A million miles. I feel about a million miles away. I haven't worked up a sweat in here in months. It makes me sing better, actually. Loosens things up, you know, just like dancing. Singing my song when nobody was listening. I'll still be singing when the wind comes whistling. Standing with my trumpet on the bridge by the river bend. I'll be blowing real blue on an indigo wind. I never was on syncopation. I stutter in the art of conversation. I fall between the cracks and the beats and the synonyms. And I dangle in my tangled up thoughts on an indigo wind. I'm in love with a woman that I do not deserve. I very nearly blew it, nearly lost my nerve. But I didn't, and I wouldn't, and I couldn't ever leave her again. And we'll be gone by dawn on an indigo wind. All of my life I've been flirting with disaster. Stick with me, baby, 'cause I'm one lucky bastard, and we'll dance out on the rope bridge, but we'll never fall in. 'Cause we were born to swing on an indigo wind. good looker, a cool cucumber in a steaming pressure cooker. Somebody's got to answer, got to blow, something's got to give. And I'll be seeking retribution on an indigo wind. I get lost in my thoughts, I'm barely in the room. A million scraps of paper and an old corn broom, trying to gather my ideas into something I can comprehend. But they blow away to Wichita on an indigo wind. Yeah, life is a dust bowl you're not expecting. You're down in your hidey hole, seeking protection, talking newspapers in the cracks where the light gets in. Come out of the cellar, it's a calm, clear day. Somebody should tell her that it all blows away. It all blows away on an indigo wind. Everything sound all right? You too, Buzz. Oh, just... I was looking for the request, and I thought, well, how far... Thank you. Actually did bring a towel. It feels good to sweat, though. Some days it's a comedy, others it's a crime. Some days riches turn to water and rags turn to wine. Most of my days blur into a blanket of my thoughts, and it all adds up to something, though I'm never sure just what. I saw you across a parking lot in some approaching storm, with your hand in your coat pocket, like you're carrying a gun loaded with possibilities, all meant for me. As you put me to the pavement, it was pretty plain to see that everything I'd known before was weightless, thin and wet. You leaned over me and whispered, you ain't seen nothing yet. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. I stood beside the canyon, saw you far across, smiling through our many secrets, like they just weren't worth the cost, or the anger, or the heartache, or the worry, or the fear. We are pebbles in an avalanche that's ringing in my ears. That's how I shot my hearing. That's how I wrecked my sight, staring at the burning fuse. You're down to the dynamite. Women everywhere, but not a drop to drink. You're the one that I thirst after forever until I sink beneath your swirling surface, disappearing, bubbling air. Am I swimming? Am I drowning? What's the difference? I don't care. 'Cause some days are a comedy, others are a crime, but most are masterpieces of a ludicrous design. Ridiculously beautiful, absurdly rich and dense. I'm delirious with fever. It's finally making sense. Thank you for dancing. That's what I think too. No, wait, this next one is. Your time has come to rock the ages. Your time has come to burn the fields. String your bow and tear the pages. Tune your drum. Your time has come. Standing on a mountain underneath a clear starry sky. To wrestle angels and capture one. Your time has come. Oh, your time has come to claim the quarters, raid the fort, seize the flag, storm the ramparts, cross the wall. Still the guns, your time has come. Hoping and a wishing and a praying for a clean escape from the worn out, torn out, burned out, same old ways. Your time has come to rock the ages. Don't you run, your time has come. So, this person who requested all these songs tonight, they asked me if I was afraid there were too many depressing songs in the set. I said, you just really can't have too many depressing songs in the set. Oh my, I don't know, I got no idea. When my friends look at me, I wonder who they think they're seeing. Search me layer by layer, but inside I'm afraid you'll find thin air. Hey, yes, guess again, who we might be underneath this skin. How should I know? I've been treated like a monkey. The bell rings and I start to jones like a junkie. What turns me on? I wish I knew, wish I could tell the real thing. My honest desire from my conditioning. Touch me now and touch me again. I want to feel something real coming through this skin. I've been boxing with my shadow, winded and tagged. Can't punch my way out of a paper bag. It's as thick as you think, thin as the reasoning you bought. I'm a mummy wrapped in a gauze of my own thoughts. And I want to know who I'd be if I never had bathed in the static, the snow, and the railway. The flickering image, the pandering thought that's been passed off and on to be the blueprint of God. Guess again who we might be if we could shed this. If we could shed this skin. On the frustration train, I got a one-way fare, and the wheels spin around and around, but I get nowhere. And I'm riding with the women that I never got to love, riding with my buddies that I see so little of. And when I try to tell them all that I still care, they get off at the station and I'm left there on the frustration train, on a losing line, with a coal car full of diamonds that gets burned up before their time. Oh, it's a slow, slow train, and it's all uphill. And I keep thinking that we'll get to the crest, but we never will. And there's little tiny towns strung along the way. In every single one, there's a guy like me, sitting on the right-of-way with pennies on the track. I wave to them, but they never wave back on the frustration train, on the frustration train. First car back is the treasures I'd bring ya. Second car back is the songs I'd sing ya. Sleeping car in dreams, I'm seeing ya. Sorry to hear that the years have been so mean. You and me on the frustration train. Tracks just run to the next destination. I look out the window through the raindrop tears. I check my map, it says you are here. You're the engineer on the frustration train, and I'm hot on the tracks. All the people and the places and the things that ain't coming back. And there ain't no caboose and no moral to this story. I'm running out of steam, out of power, out of glory. To sons and to daughters that'll never be born, I whistle goodbye as I cut through the corn. On the frustration train, on the frustration train, on the frustration train, on the frustration train. All right, we're going to step away from the list of demands here for just a minute. Because not only was it my birthday this week, but week before that, there was another Bob whose birthday it was. It was Bob Dylan's birthday, the end of May. And, you know, what can you say about Bob Dylan? He's still out there playing. I always think of Dylan as he's like the abstract expressionist of music. Because, you know, abstract expressionists, they just threw paint at the canvas and got violent with it, and there's red and there's blue, and, you know, it wasn't like a picture of something, it was just motion and color, and I think that's what Dylan's songs have always been about. They're not really about something. They're a story that he lets the story tell itself, and then us, the listeners, we have to figure out what the story's about and how it applies to our life. And that's pretty amazing, really. I mean, you think no one else quite did it that way, particularly at the time. So I'm going to play for you the first Bob Dylan song I ever heard. You'd think it'd be blowing in the wind, but it's not. All the music I ever heard was just from WHB radio in Kansas City. And they didn't play folk music. They didn't even play Peter, Paul, and Mary in the early 60s. They did later, but, you know, they were playing Beatles, Stones, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin. It was such a weird mix of things. So in 1966, when I would have been 12, going 13, I listened to that radio station every day in Norburn, Missouri, until at 6 o'clock they changed the signal, and at 6 o'clock it went dead. You couldn't hear it after that. But somewhere between Wooly Bully and Frank and Nancy Sinatra singing Something Stupid Like I Love You, this song came on, and even my dumb 12-year-old self thought, that doesn't sound like anything else. And I didn't know what to make of it. It took me a long time to kind of get it, but the song stuck with me.
Guilty undertaker sighs, the lonesome organ grinder cries, the silver saxophone say I should refuse you. The cracked bells and washed out horns, they blow into my face with scorn, but it's not that way. I wasn't born to lose you. I want you. I want you. I want you so bad. Honey, I want you. Your dancing child in his Chinese suit, I spoke to him, I took his flute. I really wasn't very cute to him, was I? But I did it because he lied and because he took you for a ride, because time was on his side and because I want you. I want you, I want you so bad. Honey, I want you. All my fathers, they've gone down. True love, they've lived without it. And all their daughters put me down, 'cause I don't think about it. I return to the Queen of Spades and talk with my chambermaid. She knows I'm not afraid to look at her. She is good to me and there's nothing she doesn't see. She knows where I'd like to be, but it doesn't matter. I want you. I want you. I want you so bad. Honey, I want you.
And so it's over there. Thank you. We should put like a spotlight on there or something. And you know, I was listening to that song. This has been a good year for Bob Dylan. With that movie came out, I think it introduced his early music to a much wider, younger audience. And he's still out there playing. And the thing is, it's like where Bruce and the Stones and McCartney, they're playing the football stadiums and all that. You know, Dylan played at a theater in Springfield, Missouri. And did he play Topeka or did he play Wichita? He played one of those. And he's just playing kind of these places that fit him. And it's really weird with genetics and the way you've lived, the way you've taken care of yourself or not. Everyone's voice changes at different times. And Bob's it's kind of gone away. He talks his way through a lot of songs, whereas people like McCartney are still singing like a bird. But Dylan, he's 84, and I think at 84 you can kind of do what you want to do, And so people are posting a lot of videos of his current tour, and he just does the songs he wants to do that aren't even necessarily his songs. But there's a version of him doing Rick Nelson's Garden Party that he sings beautifully. He sings it so good. They asked Bob if were there any songs that people wrote that he ever wished that he had written, and Dylan said, yeah, I wish I'd written Garden Party. And so he's out playing Garden Party. This next song is a sing-along.
How many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man? And how many seas must the white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? And how many times must the cannonballs fly before they are forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many years can a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? And how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? And how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many times can a man look up before he sees the sky? And how many ears must one man have before he can hear people cry? And how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Oh, the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
Thank you, Mr. Dillon, for all the music. I look down at the list and all I see is bummer songs. So I'm trying to figure out which bummer songs are danceable, okay?
Somebody call a wrecker. Get lost, you rubberneckers. You're all slowing down to take a swipe at the crash scene of my life. Somebody call a wrecker. Somebody call a wrecker. Somebody call a lawyer. I need defended. Somebody's whiplashed, blindsided, rear-ended. Now, somebody call a priest. I'm the lost wise man from the east, and I got to town long after the party ended. Somebody call a record. Somebody call the junk man. Nothing left of my heart but a tin can. It's drinking like a screen door, leaking like a sieve. It'll be a miracle if I live. Somebody call a record. Somebody call a record. Somebody call a record. Hey, write it on a $5 bill. You got it, Will. Well, I'll just do that right now, okay? All right, a request. I was praying last night when an angel broke the line. She said, I'm gonna have to put you on hold for a time. I said, hold like hell. Let me talk to the boss. She said, I'm sorry, sinner, it's the boss's day off. And I realized then that the wages of sin was $2 an hour, and work and weekends I was ignoring the thief who was lashed to the cross. He cried, help me get this son of a bitch off. I said I would if I could. I can't, so I won't. Well, I wouldn't want you messing your hair up, so don't. And I realized then that the wages of sin was all the lumber you can carry, all the nails you can bend. The wages of sin, the reward of fear, is worrying and fretting every second of the year. Heaven is guilt, no sex, no show, then I'm not sure if I really wanna go. Wages of sin, the price that you pay is worrying and fretting every second of the day. The church, the state, your God and country kind. One gets your body, the other gets your mind. Mary, Mary Magdalene, how about a date? You've been wasting your time, staying up so late. Your boyfriend's dead. The word is you're a whore. Just about then I heard a knock on the door. I realized then that the wages of sin was a bad reputation and too many friends. The wages of sin. The wages of sin. The wages of sin. We are sailors on the deep, in the storm's raging power, and the captain is asleep. See us through the sinking hour. We are pilots in the blue, losing contact with the tower. No horizon line in view. Talk us through the sinking hour. And the hammer striking louder as we face the sinking hour. We are sailors, moving minds, fixing storms, grit and powder, chipping away. We work alone, sweating through the sinking hour, and the hammer striking louder as we approach the sinking hour. We are merchants moving minds towards the light, and it's now or never. One more time, walk with me the sinking hour, and the hammer striking louder as we pass the sinking hour.
You see a little, for those of you who don't know, that little face up there, that's me. And Joanne and some of the other part of the decorating committee, on my 70th birthday, they printed out all of these faces of mine from grade school on up to the Rainmakers and all that stuff. And when I walked in the door, everybody held up those faces. And it was, I don't have a word for it. It was touching. It was very cool. It was weird. It was all the things that I love. So.
Waiting on the 13th spirit, build a fire and come stand near it. I want to hear the truth, I do revere it, but we're working on the 13th spirit. This is the tale of the boy with the bucket, bringing fuel to the fire. I hear the fox preaching to the chickens, a lion, lying to the choir, waiting on the 13th spirit. When a fog, I wish the wind would clear it. I wanna hear the truth, I do revere it. While we're waiting on the 13th spirit. Waiting on the 13th spirit. Waiting on the 13th spirit. I'm waiting on the 13th spirit. I'm waiting on. I'm James, the long lost brother, left flat-footed on the temple floor. It's so easy to make a big promise when you're not around to tell the poor. We're waiting on the 13th spirit. We're in a fog, I wish the wind would clear it. I want to welcome your return, not fear it. But we're waiting on the 13th spirit. I can't keep my story straight. I'll be going down to Egypt, a leper in the desert, waiting on the 13th spirit. I'm waiting on the 13th spirit. I'm waiting on the 13th spirit. I'm waiting on the 13th spirit.
I wasn't sure if that song could be a dance song, but I guess it is.
I can feel the coming fall, changing green to gold, turning us into ourselves, folding into fold in our secret life. You are here with me. There is no one else. You are all I see. You're my favorite thousand words I cannot describe. Perfect poem, a pristine page, canvas white on white. In our secret life, you are here with me, and there is no one else. You are all I see. In our secret life, day she breaks and night she falls into dark darker blue. Thunderstorms and waterfalls rain upon her roof. Tracing paper window shade, silhouette your form through the glass as seasons pass. Love to you, my storm, in our secret life. You are here with me. There is no one else. You are all I see. In our secret life. In our secret life. All you folks that didn't vote last time, get on the bus. All you folks that didn't vote last time, get on the bus. We're heading on down to the polling place, gonna get Miss Liberty a kiss on the face. All you folks that didn't vote last time, get on the bus. If last time you voted in fear, get in the car. I know you've had some mighty lean years. Get in the damn car. Someone to prove to change your mind. I ain't your enemy and you ain't mine. If last time you voted in fear, get in the car. If last time you voted in hate, come on down. Open your heart, it's not too late. Come on down. Somebody said, do unto others, do unto the least of these, my brothers. If last time you voted in hate, come on down. All you folks that didn't vote last time, get on the bus. If you voted in fear last time, get on the bus. If you voted in hate last time, get on the bus. All you folks that didn't vote last time, get on the bus. Get on the bus. Get on the bus. Everybody's talking about the way it used to be yesterday, but I'm living for tomorrow. Everybody's talking about the times, feel the dream is in decline, but I'm living for tomorrow. These kings ain't learning from the past, think their reign will always last, but change is coming for tomorrow. So let them go and try to draw a line of hate dividing you and I. We'll be rising up tomorrow. I'm tired of standing down, being punched and pushed around. Aren't you tired too? We could change it all right now, tear all these statues down if we really wanted to. What will we do? What will we Everybody's standing in this storm as the future flips and forms. We're all hoping for tomorrow. Every dreamer, hoper, and defender, all the names that you'll remember will be coming round tomorrow. Oh, I'm tired of standing down, these pushed and pumped around. Aren't you tired too? We could change it all right now, tear this foolish wall on down if we really wanted to. What will we do? What will we What will we do?
A song written by our daughter Una Walkenhorst, a wonderful song that we have to remember next election, right? For tomorrow. So our good friend Eddie. Eddie Christensen. Eddie, if you're watching this tonight or tomorrow or the next night, Eddie does a much better job of keeping track of the Rainmaker's career than I do. I never know how many, what happened in what year or anything. And Eddie comes up with these things and he posts them. And he said that 11 years ago tonight, the Rainmakers were playing at Sweden Rock, which was a big hard rock festival. I don't know what city it was near. It was in Sweden. That's all I know because of the name, right? But it was a hard rock festival. Ozzy Osbourne was on later that evening. But, you know, we had just put out our Monster movie record. And the way you do these festivals is you don't get a sound check. You put your stuff up on the stage, and another band puts their stuff up, another band puts their stuff up. And then when it's your time, you just go out and you plug stuff in, and you hope it works. And so we all go out on stage. Me and Pat start playing this cowbell drum thing. And Jeff is supposed to come in with this great guitar part. And the guitar doesn't work. So me and Pat, we just keep playing this cowbell drum thing while Jeff is changing batteries, checking his transformer, shaking the guitar. And man, if there was any time that somebody said no more cowbell, that was it. So we're going to recreate that magic moment tonight. I'm going to play this for about 15 minutes.
All that I remember is the smell of the barn, the dung and the denim coming in from the farm. A gap tooth baby dancing in the straw, apple-headed mama just dribbling a chaw. The slide and the shuffle and spit on the ground, playing bluegrass music in a shithole town. Shithole town, shithole town, playing bluegrass music in a shithole town. Next thing I can tell you, next tune that I can play is at the Cowboy Palace. Where? Oh, Latha! I'd rather be any place other than here. $1,000 boot and a $3 beer. The ghost of Sarah Carter is crying down, playing bad country music in a shithole town. Shithole town, shithole town, playing bad country music in a shithole town. Yeah, yeah, that's all I can remember. All I can remember, can't remember no more. Yeah, yeah, that's all I can remember. All I can remember, can't remember no more.
So if you want to see the opposite of a shithole town, our good friends, Julie and Dan, are putting on Farmaroo. Is this 4? 7? No, this is 4, right? 3. Farmaroo 3. And you get the map, and I will also post it on the Wednesday night page, which is just this group, Dan. Don't worry, it's not the whole world. So, but Dan owns a beautiful property south of Lawrence, out there. It's interesting to get to. But it's this beautiful pasture with a lake, and me and Sky Smeed. If you haven't heard Sky Smeed, Sky is really good. We're going to play music starting in the evening, and as the sun goes down, and it is gorgeous out there. This Saturday, and it's supposed to be a high of 80. Just beautiful. No rain, and there's parking, and so follow your directions and come to the party. Farmaroo 3.
One day or 2 days?
It's one evening. Do some people camp, Dan? Some people camp out there? Yeah. Okay. You can camp. All right. So, Jay, this is the last time you're going to be here for a while, right? Yeah, okay. So, Jay is going to Europe. Jay and his wife are going to Europe, going to Czechoslovakia, is that right? It was one of the many stops. He's going to several Springsteen shows. And so for all you out there in Facebook TV land, we won't be on the air in 2 weeks. Am I going to miss? You're going to miss 2 of my shows or 1 of my shows? Just 1. Okay. So in 2 weeks, watch an Andy Griffith rerun or something. Same jokes. But it'll be interesting for you to go hear Bruce in Europe, because Bruce has been saying it. Saying it. And Neil Young is out there saying it. And everybody's going to start saying it. So I'm going to play a Bruce song. For Jay, have a great trip. You and Karen have a safe and wonderful trip to Europe. And Bruce, keep telling it.
It's Saturday night. You're all dressed up in blue. I've been watching you go out. Maybe you've been watching me too. So somebody ran out, left somebody's heart in a mess. But if you're up and ready for love, honey, I'm tougher than the rest. Some girls, they want a handsome Dan or some good-looking Joe. On their arm, some girls like a sweet-talking Romeo. But around here, baby, I learned you get what you can get. If you're rough enough for love, honey, I'm tougher than the rest. It ain't no secret, I've been around a time or two. I don't know, baby, maybe you've been around too. But there's another dance. All you got to do is say yes. But if you're up and ready for love, honey, I'm tougher than the rest.
Safe travels, Jay, and thanks for everything you do for me and for Kansas City music. So I'm going to tell this story because I've told it before, but I'm going to tell it again. So in, what was it, 2019? Anyway, whatever year it was. And this was the anniversary, I guess it was 2020 because this was the 5-year anniversary of the Black Lives Matter protests following the death of George Floyd. And Michelle and I lived in West Plaza at that time, just up the street here a little bit. And there's a beautiful little park just up the hill from our house, and just a few blocks down the hill from our house there, it was the plaza. And for 2 or 3 days, there were crowds gathering on the plaza, chanting and singing, and I would take a walk up from the park, and there's a beautiful tree there and a big rock, big flat rock, and I like to lay on that rock and just look up through the trees. It was just a beautiful spot. And at that moment I was laying on that rock, I could hear what was going on down at the plaza. And the contrast was pretty striking.
Lay down in the cool of the trees, watch these spirits rise up through the branches and leaves, ghost trails in the sky. And I heard the sound of 1,000,000 voices crying for justice and peace, saying no, 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 one without the other, no, no, it cannot be. Lay down, lay down, lay down, lay down, lay down in the streets of the town where old ways go to die, reborn in the flash and the thunder and the people's waken cry, singing now, 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 no longer someday, silence is not peace, singing make your choosing, problem or solution, both you cannot be. Lay down now, day after tomorrow. Lay down, lay down. Lay down now, day after tomorrow. Lay down, lay down. Lay down all your arms and all your burdens, all hands on the rope, singing heave ho, we're all pulling together, we're launching a ship of hope. And I heard the sound of 1,000,000 songs all rolled into one, singing yeah, oh yeah, day after tomorrow, we're heading for the rising sun. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 day after tomorrow. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 day after tomorrow. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 day after tomorrow.
Okay, I got another love song, and then we're gonna dance our way out of here. Okay.
Tattoo, tattoo. Some things fade, some never do. Like the names of me and you. In our skin, indigo blue. Tattoo, tattoo. Waving boys in navy blue. Whalers sailing home to you, scratched in scrimshaw, tusk and two. Tattoo, tattoo. Some things fade, some never do. These lines of love to you. Tattoo, tattoo. The verse of life is blank, I think. We fill in invisible ink. It comes to sight, it surfaces when held up to the light of love. Tattoo, tattoo. Carny girls in summer suits, metal boys in leather boots, diagrams of daring do. Tattoo, tattoo. Held up to the light of love. Tattoo, tattoo. Some things fade, some never do. Like the names of me and you. Tattoo, tattoo. Like the names of me and you. These lines of love to you. Tattoo, tattoo. Tattoo, tattoo. Tattoo, tattoo.
Mike and Lisa, new members of our Wednesday night community, our congregation. I got so many birthday wishes this week, and so many people quoted the same line. They said, "Let's have an eternity of Wednesdays." Way down south in the piney woods, there's a gospel quartet singing like it should have got the hair slicked back, linen suit so fine at the Wednesday night revival. Turpentine, I got the rolling bass, got a baritone, got a ringing high tenor reaching Jesus on the throne, and a smooth lead singer got the women crying, sweating salvation. Turpentine, singing turpentine, oh turpentine, save my soul, spirit of the pine. It's a masterpiece waiting to be signed, cleaning my brushes, turpentine.
spoonful of sugar and hold your nose. It'll kill everything but the Holy Ghost. It's a pine tar communion, body, blood, and wine. In the folds of the choir robes, turpentine, turpentine, oh turpentine. Save my soul, spirit of the pine. It's a masterpiece waiting to be signed. Cleaning my brushes, the turpentine. Now I'm sitting in the back pew, thumbing through the hymns, trying to figure out how to write me one of them. I got a story to tell, could do some testifying, but God ain't giving me the calling. Turpentine, turpentine, oh turpentine. Save my soul, spirit of the pine. It's a masterpiece waiting to be signed. Cleaning my brushes in turpentine. Now when they lay me down in a minor key and they shovel my words in on top of me, I'll be in that quartet with some friends of mine. An eternity of Wednesday's turpentine, turpentine, hey, turpentine. Save my soul, spirit of the pine. It's a masterpiece waiting to be signed. Cleaning my brushes in turpentine. We're singing turpentine, turpentine. Save my soul, spirit of the pine. It's a masterpiece waiting to be signed. Cleaning my brushes, turpentine. Dust off a truck when she ran into me on a stretch of bum luck. It was more like dumb luck on my part when I shimmied the lock and broke into her heart. We hit the gas and the gravel flew, and we rolled, rolled, rolled down the land hill. Rolled down the window, let the wind blow away all the things that you don't want to think about today. Tears don't roll uphill, they say, as we broke through the clouds and into the day. Got off the highway in some railroad town where we bounced a few checks and slammed a few down. At the White Horse Motel, in an hourly room, she lay naked on the bed, watching cartoons in our rearview mirror. They were shaking the bill as the snow rolled in from Overland Hill. Oh yeah. We drove in spirals to who knows where. We figured we'd know when we finally got there. 40 miles from Manhattan, we ran out of gas. Spent the night shivering under an overpass. The way she looked in the mercury vapor light, a sunflower nodding in the wide Kansas night. I was a scarecrow trying to keep my head while she slept like she was home in her own bed. Every once in a while she would talk in her sleep, mumble some name unfamiliar to me. I guess in the morning I should've let it go, but I've never been one to leave well enough alone. Roll down the window, let the wind hit your face. You can have it all, just not all in one place. So as the wind blows away all the things that we don't want to think about today. We'll roll, roll, roll down Overland Hill. Yes, down Overland Hill. Down Overland Hill. Somewhere under this moon tonight, my lover is holding my shadow tight. She doesn't know my face or know my name, but she hears my melody all the same, and we move slow, dancing in her dreams. We've glanced on corners, we've passed on stairs, we've nodded on the narrows to who knows where. Crossed our paths in crowded streets, we've been so close, someday we'll meet when times are right and stars align. But till then we'll dance, let's dance on the width of a line where a heart meets heart, mind meets mind, and love's in the air. It could be everywhere. Someday we'll walk, let's walk on the edge of the world. Our bodies in balance, our dreams in go, and love is the width of a line. Is there an ounce of a child left in her heart? Is there one last untamed, untouched part? Can I fan those flames she's so scared of? Love her like she's never been loved. Is there a drop of a dream I can still believe? Can she mend my tear, weave my sleeve, wrap me in true colors brown, muffle my drum when it bangs so loud? Well, hit the drum and dance, dance on the width of a line where a heart meets heart, mind meets mind, love's in the air. It could be everywhere. Come on, let's walk on the edge of the world. Our bodies in balance, our dreams in go, and love is the width of a line. Hey, 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 na 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 na. Hey, 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 na na na.
Thank you all so much for giving me a great birthday party. It's so, I kind of got my hands full. It's so great to see some of you who I haven't seen in quite a while. I'm sure I'll leave somebody out if I start mentioning names. Melissa, Tim and Wanda, Deborah and Mike, Aaron and Steve. This could go on for a while. Buzz and Lisa. And my dear Michelle.
She's sitting at home with the radio on to that mystery station that nobody owns. I'm tuned, I'm hoping I'm the wolfman of love, and the lines are open. Come on. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. Come on, let's dance. Dance on the width of a line where a heart meets heart, mind meets mind. Love's in the air. It could be everywhere. Someday we'll walk, let's walk on the edge of the world. Our bodies in balance, our dreams endure. Love is the width of a line. Thank you so, thank you all. Good night.
Thanks so much. I've had a wonderful time playing music for you tonight and every other night that we've been together. See you in a couple weeks. Thank you for the birthday.